Ancient Romans never actually used Roman numerals. They only appeared in the Middle Ages, hundreds of years after the empire fell. The numeric system Romans used looked completely different. They wrote numbers just like we do today. Merchants and tax collectors needed quick calculations, so they used these simple digits. Even crazier, they had their own version of a calculator called an abacus. All those Roman numerals carved in stone? That was medieval artists trying to look fancy and ancient. The real Romans would have been confused seeing their numbers written that way. Ancient Rome stole Greece's entire civilization in just 196 years of brutal conquest. Started with Pyrrhus invading Italy in 181 BC, thinking he could stop Roman expansion. Big mistake. His victory was so costly it became known as a Pyrrhic victory. Romans kept pushing, defeating Macedonia in 3 wars. By 146 BC, they destroyed Corinth, selling entire population as slaves. Final resistance came from Mithridates in 85 BC. He tried poisoning every Roman in Asia Minor in a single night. Failed. Rome absorbed everything, their goods, art, architecture, turned Greece into their personal playground. That's how a republic of farmers became masters of the Mediterranean. 400 ships clashed off the coast of Greece, with Octavian's smaller fleet outmaneuvering Antony's massive warships. But the real shocker? Cleopatra suddenly fled the battle with 60 ships, and Antony abandoned his forces to chase after her. Their troops, seeing their leaders desert, surrendered. Just like that, Octavian became the first Roman emperor, and the Republic died beneath the Mediterranean waves. Flavius Aetius, 390 to 454, was a Roman general and statesman of the closing period of the Western Roman Empire. He was a military commander and the most influential man in the empire for 2 decades, 433 to 454. He managed policy in regard to the attacks of barbarian federates settled throughout the West. Notably, he mustered a large Roman and allied Federati army in the Battle of the Catalonian Plains. This ended an invasion of Gaul by Attila in 451, though the Hun and his subjugated allies still managed to invade Italy the following year. This incursion is best remembered for the sack of Aquileia and the intercession of Pope Leo I. In 454, he was assassinated by the Emperor Valentinian III. Gaius Marius was a Roman general and statesman. He held the office of consul an unprecedented 7 times during his career. He was also noted for his important reforms of Roman armies. He authorized recruitment of landless citizens. He eliminated the manipular military formations. He reorganized the structure of the legions into separate cohorts. Marius defeated the invading Germanic tribes, the Teutones, Ambrones, and the Cimbri. For this, he was called the 3rd founder of Rome. His life and career were significant in Rome's transformation from republic to empire. Flavius Belisarius was a Byzantine general who lived during the 6th century AD. He is often regarded as one of the greatest generals of the Byzantine Empire. Belisarius is known for being one of the last of the Romans. He was one of the last individuals who embodied the virtues of the Roman Empire. Flavius played a key role in Emperor Justinian's plan to reconquer the Mediterranean territory, formerly controlled by the Western Roman Empire. He led imperial armies against the Sasanian Empire, Persia, and the Vandal Kingdom of North Africa, which was encroaching upon Constantinople. Originally a member of Justinian's bodyguard, Flavius came to the emperor's attention early on and was given his first command at the age of 25. Not much is known about Belisarius' personal life. However, 2 primary impulses guided his actions: loyalty to the emperor and love for his wife, Antonia. Despite the inconsistent treatment he received from Justinian, Belisarius' faithfulness never wavered. His loyalty has gone down in history as one of the noblest elements of Justinian's era. Gaius Julius Caesar was a Roman politician and general who played a critical role in the events that led to the rise of the Roman Empire. Caesar rose to become one of the most powerful politicians through a number of his accomplishments, notably his victories in the Gallic Wars. After assuming control of the government, Caesar began a program of social and governmental reforms. This included the creation of the Julian calendar. His populist and authoritarian reforms angered the elites. They began to conspire against him. On the Ides of March 44 BC, Caesar was assassinated by a group of rebellious senators. This group was led by Gaius Cassius Longinus, Marcus Junius Brutus, and Decimus Junius Brutus.